Okay, so here we are, week 5 on curriculum instruction and evaluation. So welcome. Should be getting well into your book on Dylan Williams on embedded formative assessment. So his second chapter is about what it is, and then the second one is about using it and clarifying and sharing information. And one of the things I really liked in this chapter on page 60, I thought it was really a neat thing to say, even though I think we already know it. On the top of page 60 it says, as teachers we are not interested in our students' ability to do what we have taught them to do. We are only interested in their ability to apply their newly acquired knowledge to similar but in a different context. Very true. We're trying to get them to think through. This is frustrating for my daughter, who wants her teacher to work through every math problem in the classroom with her so she knows how to do it. I keep telling her that's not going to happen. We've been trying to have her use Khan Academy. So, if you have a question on how to solve a problem, use Khan Academy and they'll explain it to you. Well, that's not good enough. They're not doing the problems I have. Well, no one's going to do the problems you have. You're supposed to be doing those problems, taking the information you know and applying it in new situations. A little bit frustrating for her because she just wants the right answer, but not the point of the class. So you're supposed to not only read chapters 2 and 3 in the William book, but you're also supposed to look at the Framework for 21st Century Learning. And I know that you've seen this before. It's the one with the big rainbow of all the things that we're supposed to do, which includes Common Core, but is not limited to Common Core. You've heard of the 3 C's of critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and probably most importantly, and we keep forgetting about it, is that creativity. Go back and look at that that video that Sir Ken Robinson did, and he's got several more on YouTube if you want to know more about creativity in the classroom. He also did a book called The Element, which is a really good read, not when you're in the middle of a master's program, but later on in your career. Read that book about how to find that passion for what you're doing and apply that to the classroom. Really a good book. So, not only Common Core, but we got the 4 C's. We also have life skills that life and college skills that we want to be teaching kids, and that's financial literacy, environmental literacy, career literacy, I'm trying to think of the other ones, economic literacy, and civic literacy, in addition to everything else we're doing. A lot of things going on. And then how to be a good worker in the workplace, how to get along with people, how do you have cross-cultural skills that you can work with people from a lot of different backgrounds. Are you flexible when things don't go well? Are you perseverant? Do you have good leadership abilities? Are you responsible for the work that you're doing, and do you have integrity? So not just Common Core, which is something that we're working on implementing, but all of that whole spectrum and what that means to what we have to do in the classroom. Plus you're supposed to read the blog by Diana Rakovich, and she talks about why she won't support the Common Core. She's got some valid points. She says that they're not voluntary, which I'm not sure that they're completely voluntary. She says they're not field tested, which, I don't know. We, as teachers, I think, can see when something's valid and when something's not valid. And so when they're talking about increasing the amount of nonfiction in the classroom, we know for years that we really like fiction. We do a really good job with fiction. And we haven't incorporated enough nonfiction into the classroom. So when she talks about, oh, you shouldn't have to tell teachers what to do, well, we know where some of our weaknesses have been in the past as we've been teaching and what we needed to improve on. So it wasn't like something that some random person off the street came up with. I'm sure educators were involved in this and knew. We did a really good job with literature, but not such a great job with the nonfiction texts. She also talks about how we're kind of forced into it and how it's supposed to cause people to flee public education, which I'm not sure I agree with. We'll see. In the end, there's always these great high expectations of what we're going to do, and then as they see the test results, they'll lower them a little bit to meet what kids are able to do and capable of doing. But I think our kids are more capable than we give them credit for a lot of the times, capable of doing the things that we ask them to do. We'll be meeting online this week. You said Tuesday was good for you. So Tuesday, even though it's Veterans Day, we'll meet at 7 o'clock, and we're going to talk about our final project that you have to do. We'll talk about creating performance tasks and how to evaluate them and what criteria you're going to use. So important class. I think we'll probably be online half an hour, 45 minutes at the very most, so it won't take your whole evening. I hope you enjoy your Veterans Day and you have some time off. So you've got those 2 chapters to read, chapter 2 and 3 from Williams' books. You've got to look over the 21st Century Learning Goals. I think there's a link online to download that if you need to. I'm sure you've seen them before. And then read Ratchevich's blog, and we'll have some feedback on that when we talk about it. Okay, have a great week.